Happen here with immigration and the open border is just the open declaration of war against all law, against all due process, against all fairness and total discrimination. Just like over 2,000 major globalist companies are tax exempt from the Obamacare mandate, a hamburger place like McDonald's right next to a mom and pop, McDonald's is exempt. They can pay their employees more, have lower price food, not having the insurance, and put the hamburger place next door to them out of business. Look at that discrimination. But health care is for the children, even though it's death panels. It's the same thing with the open borders. Just legalize whoever they want, whenever they want, by executive action, not even an executive order. And then Joe Biden and everybody else comes out and says, they're children. There are children. Just like Nancy Pelosi said. And then we sit here like children ourselves and go, yeah, children from China and Africa and Mexico and Guatemala, they're ours. They get here and no, who they are is the state's children, just like Russia would do in the Soviet Union, to be raised to literally be bots of the system, just like the Hitler Youth.
These are not somebody else's kids. These are our kids. These are the children that lift the national ambitions of each of these countries aloft. And
he cares so much.
It's a tragedy.
Oh.
The countries who are losing them, and for us not being able to solve every one of their problems.
Oh, he cares. We need to take that video clip and just loop it with images of dead kids being bombed by the, quote, U.S. and by al-Qaeda forces at work for the globalists in Syria. And then take another one and just show starving kids in America or kids shot in Chicago. I mean, it's such a joke. They're working as hard as they can to break the country, to get rid of our industry, to shut down our power plants, to make us dependent, to sterilize and abort as many kids as they can. And then he's like, these are our kids. We're going to get to that news, more on Russia, new ISIS news, and a lot more. But first, we're going to take some of your phone calls, because I want to try to work more calls into the broadcast when we can. But before I go any further, please don't forget this hour is brought to you by MyPatriotSupply.com, MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex. And when you go to MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex, you find really high quality, freshly produced, non-GMO foods, great customer service, 866-229-0927, MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex. I think you're crazy if you don't have storable foods in these crazy times, the shelter in place or whatever else is needed. And the best part is this insurance you can eat. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, again, we have this radio show on AM and FM across the country, global shortwave, the internet, 4 years, 5 years on XM Sirius, huge listening audience, very successful there until the Democrats got involved and had a campaign to have us thrown off, which did happen last year, which is fine. That's what they do. But people are like, how could you be on this? Well, I mean, the New World Order didn't like it and got us kicked off. The point is, don't take this show for granted. And that's why you should spread the word about every AM and FM station you hear us on. That's why you should tell people about Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com and the other sites that carry our news, like DrudgeReport.com. That's why you should become a PrisonPlanet.tv member. And if you are a member, this is our platform that's harder for them to censor when we get censored on YouTube and other platforms. And I've had to file lawsuits to keep us on YouTube, okay? People say, well, why'd you do that? Well, they advertise as an open platform and as a public commons. We follow the rules. It's our information and your information that makes it of value, like a public swap meet or a farmer's market. And so it's become a public commons. And there's some good people at YouTube, by the way. They're not all bad. The globalists are obviously on top of it with Google. But we've had to, file lawsuits on people that were trying to kick us off YouTube before. Just a warning to people that make false claims and stuff. I mean, I do sue people because I'm going to reach billions. You have to understand that. Or I'm going to die trying. So when you get in my way and you actually start stopping me, people that are always trying to get in my way and wonder why I don't sue them is because you didn't draw any blood. You start drawing blood, high-powered lawyers start suing you. You start going into depositions, you start getting drugged through court. Your bank accounts start getting drained. Anyways, I don't know why I'm going off on that point. This is a war, though, to be on air. This wasn't easy. I have clawed and scraped up a muddy hill for 22 years, 19 plus on air. 2+ years to get on air. I have climbed through the barbed wire, through the political landscape to bring people this war against tyranny. Okay, and I'm not perfect, but I'm in the fight, folks. I'm swinging for the fences here. And I know you realize that. We're all in this together. But I need everyone who hasn't become a PrisonPlanet.tv member to see the nightly news, all my films, the commercial-free video, audio podcast. If you're not a PrisonPlanet.tv member, it takes 60 seconds to sign up. You can get multiple months free when you sign up for a year, or $5.95 a month. Each membership is 15 cents a day. 11 people can use it. So that comes down to a little over a penny a day per person. Do the math. So get it. Get your friends and family to watch. Download the films you want. Burn them to disc. A lot of other films have been authorized to be posted on there. This is our place. Okay, Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com, PrisonPlanet.tv. These are our operations to then flood the enemy transmission sites with our information. We jack in to the mind control matrix through these ports. But our ports are under attack. Our ports we have to pour money into to keep up and deal with the dirty tricks and the sabotage and the rest of it. You never hear about it. So realize it is a war, and these are gun emplacements firing on enemy forces, blowing their major capital ships into burning hulks. We are smashing through their lies. We are overrunning their positions because the enemy is pathetic. Their whole program is to attack mesmerized, unconscious zombies. Anyone can fight them. Truth stands up if it's said by a little old lady on crutches who's had a stroke and can hardly talk. Her utterance that the New World Order is a fraud and evil and anti-human and anti-God shakes it to its core. It tells you you don't have power because you do have power. So I want to see everyone go and become PrisonPlanet.tv members, and I want to see you download the material off of it and make hard copies and create backup archives and libraries in your home for what's coming in the future. And to put it on access television. A lot of TV stations don't wait for orders from headquarters. You're authorized. You've been doing it. We've got a form on there that authorizes it for commercial TV or for access TV, whatever. Just download the nightly news, put it on your TV station. People are doing that all over. They're not waiting for orders from headquarters. There is no headquarters. That's why we cannot be stopped. We have the truth. We have God on our side if we take action. So again, become a PrisonPlanet.tv member. Do it today. Go to InfoWarsLife.com. Try the X2 Super Nascent Iodine. Try the Super Male Vitality, the Super Female Vitality that goes in and blocks all these artificial hormones they've been adding to our food and water. It helps your body create its own natural enzymes and things. Just go research the information, InfoWarsLife.com. Fuel our operation, mid-air refueling. Fuel us and you get this commitment. You will get absolute Americana, love of liberty, love of justice, love of stomping on tyrants, savage attack on the New World Order, 110% going in. You want an information warfare kamikaze attack? This is it, ladies and gentlemen. And believe me, we've already flown through the enemy repeatedly, and we only get stronger on the other side every time we ram up against the enemy. They can be absolutely destroyed if we find our soul, our heart again, and repent. And stop using evil systems of thought, evil systems of manipulation. And just straightforward, shoot straight in life. That's what it's all about. And that means telling the truth about the New World Order. It's bad for everybody, even the technocrats at top that think they're become God men and are going to merge with the cybernetic interfaces. So again, PrisonPlanet.tv, InfoWarsStore.com, or 888-253-3139. We fund our operation. We're expanding our operation the old-fashioned way by selling high-quality products at extremely low prices, and we appreciate your support. High-quality water filters that cut out the fluoride and the glyphosates and the rest of it at the lowest price out there. Promo code WATER, 10% off. And then you get a great water filter that I personally use, that you've heard the rave reviews, that cuts out almost everything. And then you support the transmission. Win, 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 win. Winning. Symbiotic relationships. That's what we're about here, ladies and gentlemen. And we will defend your rights. You will defend our rights. I am with you. You are with me. It's real simple. I love working hard. I love fighting tyrants. But, I mean, I'll be honest, I would never commit suicide, ladies and gentlemen. I love life so much. But I'll be quite honest with people. Somebody walks up to me in public and blows my brains out. You just got me off work, ladies and gentlemen. You think I'm afraid of any of it? I'm afraid of nothing other than failing. I'm afraid of not being a good person. I'm afraid of my soul not being lined up, pointed at God. And I'm afraid of not going with God via con Dios. That's all I'm afraid of. I'm free. Has anybody figured that out yet?